Well, hello guys, and welcome to my second LEGO Star Wars The Last Jedi set review. This time it is on set 75179. This is Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. As you can see, it includes Kylo Ren, BB-9E, a First Order Stormtrooper, and a First Order TIE Pilot. So there you can see the front of the box, and then there you can see the back of the box where we just have all of the features of the set. So now let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the minifigures. And so starting off with the main show himself here, this is Kylo Ren. Obviously he is in his new The Last Jedi robes here, and he does actually get a full cape this time rather than just a little small cloth piece that goes on the back that you can't really see from the front. As you can see, he still has his double cross-guarded lightsaber there. And then there you can see his new torso detailing, and he does also have a new face there. Same hair as last year, and obviously you can see he's got the scar there. And then on the back he does have this little, the newer style cape, so there you can see the back detailing. And then there you can see the second face and what that looks like with the hairpiece on. And then next up we have got just this generic stormtrooper here, and obviously these guys are in quite a lot of sets, but it is really nice to get them because obviously it helps you build a bigger army, and so it's never a bad thing to give as a stormtrooper. So there you can see he does come with the angry clone face. And then there you can see the back detailing. Then next up here we have got this First Order TIE Fighter Pilot. Now this guy is phenomenal. As you can see, the headpiece here, pretty sure it is the same one they used on the TIE Fighter in 2015, but I never got that set. So it is really nice that we do get it in this one, even though Kylo Ren is going to be piloting this thing. And then there you can see all of his torso detailing, and then again there you can see all of the print on that with the red stripes going down it. This is obviously a Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot. And obviously the angry clone face there. And then moving this around to the back, there you can see all the back detailing, pretty generic but a pretty cool minifigure. And then there you can see the helmet from the back, and the printing does kind of come around the sides a bit. Then last but not least we have got BB-9E, and he does also come in the Super Star Destroyer, well, the First Order Star Destroyer. So this is actually the cheapest way to get him. As you can see, obviously he uses the same pieces as BB-8, and there you can see just spinning this guy around. You can see all of the detailing around him, like so. Pretty sure all of these four pieces are the same, but then you can see all of the detail on the headpiece there. Pretty nice to get, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of role he plays in the movie. So here is the actual TIE Fighter itself. As you can see, this thing is a phenomenal build. As you can see, the wingspan here is really long compared to the actual body of it. And so there you can kind of see it doesn't really fit on frame there. There you can see the full wingspan, and at the end here we've got these little kind of laser blasters which are going to be shooting out the lasers in movie. You can hinge these about, and then the actual main wings themselves you can hinge as well, just like any other TIE Fighter, so you can kind of give it a little bit more of that iconic look, whereas usually it is kind of curved around like Darth Vader's TIE Fighter was. But obviously this is really modified from an actual TIE Fighter. It doesn't really resemble a generic TIE Fighter much, but it is really nice build. And then inside these bits here we've got the more guns there. And then as you can see in the center here we've got this cockpit which is in all red, and that is all transparent, and then you just simply open up the top here, and then this is where you can sit Kylo Ren. I'll kind of show you the inside of that later, but you can sit him in there, and can't really see him from the outside because there isn't really much light that gets in there, but you just open that up, close him up. And then there you can see at the bottom we've got those spring-loaded chutes, and then kind of looking at this from the top there you can see there is a lot of detail on the top, and the actuators for the spring-loaded shooters are actually right here, really well integrated in. They don't stand out at all. They're just these black pieces, and then you just simply press down on these here and it will fire out these spring-loaded shooters there. And then to reload those you simply just attach the missile right there. And then there you can see the print on the cockpit there, which is where you of course put Kylo Ren. Really nice print, and then you just literally lift this up, and inside there you can of course see Kylo Ren there. And then taking him out, there isn't really much space in there, there's just a little bit to sit him, no control panels, and then you can just barely see through the window. Taking that piece off there you can see kind of how cramped it is, but it is nice that they have given something to put him in, and also while keeping this a nice slick and kind of thin design. So as you can see here you can really just grab it with your hand really easily, and then you can just kind of fly this around, and yeah, that is pretty cool. Then on the back here you can see we've got these little engines which are all in trans red, which is really nice, and then we've got these kind of clip pieces that are kind of used for more detail, which is really nice. The only real problem with this is these blue pins right there that you can see. The inside of the wings here isn't really too cluttered, despite kind of just being the undersides of all these plates. It does look pretty nice. And obviously there you can see how you can move these down again. And then on the outside of the wings here, you can see we've got a little bit more detail on them here with these printed pieces, and just more built up detail there. And then again, obviously just kind of looking at it from this side, really nice kind of slick design, and it really does look like a really cool ship, and I'm going to be really interested to see how this works in the movie. But now that we've seen all that, let's move on to the instructions. So moving on to the instructions, as you can see here, it is a pretty thin book, and this was actually a really quick build. It only took me about 50 minutes to put this thing together, and that's kind of because a lot of the stuff in this is pretty repetitive. So as you can see there, kind of bags 5 and 6 just literally build the wings, and bag 2 again just builds 2 of the same thing that you repeat. On the back we can see we've got the wind there with the robot. Then we've got an advertisement for all of these sets, and I have also reviewed the Star Destroyer. And there you can see we've got a minifigure list. Then we have this poster right here, and then we've got another poster on this side. And yeah, the rest of it is just the build, but really nice graphics on the front. Obviously it's the same as the front of the box, but it does make the TIE Fighter look really cool. But anyway, now we can move on to the ratings for the set. So overall, moving on to the ratings for this set, this is definitely going to be a kind of must get Last Jedi set for any Kylo Ren fans and just kind of Star Wars ship fans in general, because this build is absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of the best Star Wars sets in a long time in my opinion, and definitely the second best Last Jedi set. The minifigure selection is decent. Obviously it is the only way to get this new Kylo Ren. It is a nice cheaper way to get BB-9E, though this is still a pretty expensive set. The Stormtrooper is obviously nice to get, and then of course the TIE Fighter pilot is pretty cool. Would have kind of liked it if they put in one more minifigure to kind of balance out the price, 1 or 2 minifigures more, but other than that, really great set. And for the rating, I am going to have to give this set a 10. Absolutely phenomenal set, lots and lots of detail, really looks just really nice on display. And that's about it for this review, so please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.